So FHA just approved the 40-year mortgage product. You can actually finance a home for up to 40 years versus the conventional route, which is what most people do, is finance 30 years. As I've said before in the past, we're not going to have a full-on market crash where every market in the United States crashes, because the federal government is going to put things in place to stop that. So in this case, as I've mentioned, the can for the market crash has been kicked down the road. Starting on May 8th, if you have a 30-year mortgage and you are in default, you can now get a loan modification and now have that loan modified into a 40-year mortgage. Now, there are pros and cons with having a 40-year mortgage. The pro is your payments will be less. This was done because of the rise in housing prices. Since the housing prices increased so much and the average person could not afford to buy a home or cannot afford to buy a home, FHA approved 40-year mortgages, which finances the home for a lot longer and makes the payments a lot lower. Now, the con with that is you will now be paying more interest over the long term for the home. So as we all know, even with a 30-year mortgage, you're paying 3 to 4 times the price of the home. But now if it's financed over 40 years, well, now you're paying 4, 5, and 6 times the price of the home. FHA said that they did this because they know that the average person is not going to hold on to their home for 40 years. The average person doesn't even hold on to their home for 20 or 30 years. So this is just a Band-Aid. And like I said, a can kicked down the road to help people fight this home affordability crisis. And we still have a low home inventory. So prices could still increase depending on if demand increases. And if this 40-year mortgage product gets out there to the masses, demand could actually continue to rise. So again, like I've said, do what works best for yourself and your family. If you feel as though you can afford a 30-year mortgage, get a 30-year mortgage. If you feel as though you can afford a 15-year mortgage, get a 15. But if you like the affordability of a 40-year and it puts you at ease financially, then get a 40-year. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't let anyone on the internet make you feel bad about getting a 40-year mortgage. It is all up to you, your finances, your family, and what you and your lender think is best for you moving forward when you are purchasing a home. Now, just as a quick tip, if you do get a 40-year, try to, if you can, make more than one mortgage payment or call the mortgage company to make a principal payment. So that way you can cut down on the amount of interest that you're paying on the home. But for some people, this is bad news. And for others, this is good news. Feel free to let me know what you think down in the comments. Will you apply for a 40-year mortgage because you can get a lower payment and a lot more home? Or will you stick to the traditional 15 to 30-year mortgages? Let me know.